What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these Broncos, we like to kick ass and drive. This is your All-Terrain Nation, and I'm your host, David Boyd, alongside my beautiful co-host, Miss Kelly Boyd. Kelly Boyd, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man. Hopefully you've had we haven't really got to decompress much, so hopefully you've had a pretty good day. Hopefully everybody in the chats that's popping in here has had a pretty good day. We've been planning Michigan, man, so we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the heritage. I kind of want to wrap up some thoughts about this thing because, you know, it sits on you for a while and you maybe you have a little bit better more ideas, as it were, that
ideas.
Yeah, man. You know, you throw the hat on normally. Sometimes you're like, okay, those are smart ideas. You put the hat on backwards, and man, you know.
Oh wow, is that what it is?
The other ideas pop up, but hopefully everybody is doing good tonight. Hopefully Broncos are flowing like the alcohol tonight. Hopefully we see some people with some Broncos tonight, Kelly.
I know, I'm hoping.
Past couple times, man, I've been seeing them popping, people getting their VINs and stuff. So that's kind of exciting. And also we have a poll. So if you're going to the Woodward Dream Cruise and you're planning on meeting up with us, we're just trying to get a kind of a percentage of how many people might be there. And we're going to get into that just a little bit, but they're popping in, Kelly, left and right. And you want to kind of go through it a little bit and start this thing off the Kelly way.
The right way.
Well, because the past two shows I've said, hey, it's Kelly's thing. And you've just been like, what?
Well, sometimes I got to be led to the water.
Okay.
Sometimes I got to be led to the water.
What are you drinking tonight?
So not sponsored. This is something we bought. I bought at Supercell.
Maybe.
I think I bought it at Supercell at the liquor store, the only liquor store that you could find within like a 30-mile radius. And it's the first time I'm drinking this, so we're gonna see how it is. It's On the Rocks premium cocktail. It's a Cosmo already put together. It's got vodka in it.
Well, I'm speaking of Supercell. I'm drinking on my Supercell. Somebody brought me this. They knew I'm a single Jack fan, and they brought me this, and it's getting a little low, man.
It's because you've been drinking it.
No, my wallet may be like, hey, it's time to ante up. But all right, Kelly, do your thing.
All right, let me do my thing. You know what we do? We say hello to all of those in the house, and we are getting started with Terrence Mooney, Mark King, Scott Dayton Hum, Tim Corney, Overlanding for Fun, Mark Young, Maki Fan, Driven Wild Outdoors, Jeffrey Babb, Airplane Mike, M. Peugeot, Dirk Connor, Michael Cooper, 502 Bourbon Crew, Bronco 78, G. Willikers, Miles Weeks, Andrea coming in with the first super chat this evening. Thank you, sir. 1999. We appreciate you. And you just messed it all up.
I'm sorry. Well, I don't know who's producing tonight, so
apparently you don't realize it's me.
All right, go ahead. Do your
Eric Jefferson, Sandman 62, Flo in the house, and John Wiedemann and Broken Lizard 03.
Yeah,
that's a whole lot all of a sudden.
I know the cast of characters keep popping in here, and that's good news, man. Somebody I'd highlighted it. Where's our little
thing well, here? I haven't unhighlighted as I said.
No. Let's see. Where was it?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. TJ Miller, I ordered 228 and got my build date 9/5 today.
Woohoo!
Black Diamond 2.7 liter MIC top. I was like, what's a MIC top? Like, my brain is not in gear just yet.
You think you haven't had enough?
But that sounds like TJ. That sounds like the build that I was going to do last year till Mama Bear over here decided she needed that sway bar disconnect. But congratulations on that, man. That's good news. Any other cool things in this? Day 3 reservation is here.
May have lucked into getting a chance at a Heritage Limited.
Ooh, I'm curious how that's going to happen because that's a cool thing. I'm telling you, the limiteds. There's some debate on this, and me and Kelly were going over this a little bit last night. Are the limiteds truly like? Are they just going to do like they did the first editions, where they're like, well, we're going to do 1966 2 doors, 1966 4 doors.
And for all of you that were listening last week and paying attention, I actually asked that question last week, and you just kind of glossed over it.
Well, but I didn't know how to at the time. You know, we were a lot of news we were running through it, so I didn't know how to do that. But we were rewatching last week's Bronco Talk Live because I put that intro in, and it said something about only
1966 for only 1966 limited heritage and 1966 heritage.
Yeah, which I haven't heard that the normal heritage is getting a limited number on that, but if so be it, whatever. But if you're into one, trying to get one, and I hope you do get one. So that's pretty cool.
Tim Cornay says, "Hey Dave, what was it? I was drinking some Eagle Rare. What was it? I'm drinking some Eagle Rare.
Oh, I'm drinking Single Barrel Jack and enjoying it. Thank you. But yeah, man, I needed that today.
Mark, your day not great?
No, it's not been bad. Long? It's just been extra day off this week.
Yeah, well, knowing it's coming.
Truly extra half day. I only work half day Fridays. So
yeah, some of us have to work like full days, 5 days in a row.
Yeah, so Kelly was supposed to fly up this Friday.
I haven't broken that news to anybody else.
Well,
you're doing it.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine now. You've already done it.
What's your news to break?
You've already broken it.
Anyway, so Kelly was going to fly up Friday night, and I was going to try to pick her up at the airport. But it looks like
you were not going to pick me up at the airport. My mom was going to pick me up at the airport.
Somebody, anyways, so we it was going to be a long day for Dave because that was going to be. I was going to try to leave the house around 5:30. It's about a 10-hour drive up there. Give or take a little bit.
I mean, granted, we have our 12-year-old. If we wanted to push, we could probably get it done in about 8.5 hours.
She'd be sleeping anyways. It doesn't matter. But so what we think the plan might be, Kelly's your meeting or something you were supposed to have has been pushed, so we might be able to get a little bit
so a super important meeting that I was supposed to be in actually got pushed to next Friday when we'll be at Smoky Mountain Jeep thingy doer.
Jeep invasion. Great Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion
that we're going to next Friday, and so I will not be there for the meeting, but it got pushed because my boss is out of town. So we may be, unless they put some meeting back on my schedule for some point, looks like we will be leaving Tennessee on the Thursday night, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe not. I don't know. We hadn't talked.
Well, we'll figure that out, I'm sure. But anyway, so that's kind of good news because the idea of you flying, it just was going to be a long day. So if this can work out, but to break the trip up basically into an extra half day so we can get up there because we do have family up there. So it's unfortunately, I'm kidding. Grandma, I'm kidding. Anyways, but
did you just call my mom Grandma?
I did. She loves it. I know she'll never watch this. So
that's true.
But anyways, I know they want to kind of see everybody a little bit, and it's a quick business trip for us. So really, not that we're doing any business. We're coming out to hang out with you guys. But so anyways, let's see. They were talking up here about this.
Before you do though, Mark Young says, "I'm just hoping my dealer has enough allocation so I can get a regular heritage, not necessarily needing a."
Mark, what were you going for before? Were you going for because they're just big bins, is all the heritages are, but they look cool. But are you okay? I mean, I guess you are getting a little bit different interior. So it's kind of like a big bin plussed out.
Yeah.
Somewhere it's almost like it's a black diamond, really. I mean, you're not getting the marine grade vinyl, but it seems like they're sort of pushing into that territory a little bit. Even though the feng shui of the chicken nugget holder thing is going to be all off. That's
going to be driving you crazy.
That's one reason why it would have bothered me to have the black diamond. That hole in that missing thing would have ate me alive. I would have just been like,
oh, so that's why you got me hooked on the sway bar disconnect.
No, the guy driving us, whatever his name was, got you hooked on it. I wanted it. I just was trying to be responsible, and it was in extra $6,000 or something to get that.
Whatever it was.
Anyways.
Hey, Ronald Russell in the house. Russell Ligon. I probably totally butchered that. I'm sorry. DB in the house, and hold on. Andrea saw that some Raptor reservations are in production.
No, there's some Raptors already built. They're having some issues with the Raptors. There's some quality issues they're having because they're not shipping any of them right now. And because I know a person that has one sitting on a lot, and they're able to know where it's sitting on that lot, and they were hoping to have it for this weekend. And
Yeah.
Nope. And the kind of bummer about these Raptors being such a late time period build is,
Mm-hmm.
think about it. The end of October, it's 22s are done.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever, I forget whenever they said it was. But and then what? Like, you guys, it's Ford's brilliance on this stuff to not. I understand their scheduling. We got to get this stuff. We got to schedule it in there. But they've known since the Bronco launch they were going to build this thing. They knew it was going to. It's not like they knew it wasn't going to sell out. It's a Raptor, for God's sakes. They're going to sell out. But they, I don't know. They just kind of pushing it to the back of the line, and they. It's not like they're just learning how to build these either. They've been building these things since. I know there's somebody took something on Bronco 6G or one of the forums today and posted it. Somebody saw one at the Ford garage, and it was like a February build date.
Yeah.
So it's not, I mean, it's not like, and of course these things, they're a little more intricate to get down the line, which seems like poor planning, honestly, on Ford's part if they knew they were going to build this. But it is what it is, and Raptors will come. But I know there was I had heard some fender issues that they were checking, but now I'm hearing something different. So nothing structural really, but there's just something they want to double check before they let them go. So, which is it's great. I know the whole Ice Mountain thing, that'll be coming up again. Winter's coming.
Yeah.
But I would rather know that my vehicle is right than I get it here when it's kind of not right. And then it's like back and forth to the dealership 17 times. So anyways, what else you got there, Kelly?
Tim says there's a 30 to 40 mile drive on Friday starting around 10 a.m. for Bronco Nation. Unfortunately, we won't make it in time for that because even if we wanted to, from a time frame perspective, we couldn't make it work because we still have to work on Thursday, so we won't be leaving here till at least about 5 o'clock. Which even 5 hours.
About Louisville is usually where we
we are not staying in. Where was it?
Oh God!
Oh my gosh! I had the name of the city the last time.
LaGrange,
Kentucky. No offense if there's any LaGrange, Kentucky fans, but
we were not a fan of the hotel there.
Not a fan of the hotel we stayed in. So we will push to Louisville.
Yes. Sand Dune Mountain now.
Yeah, we're gonna watch out for the construction in Michigan. Bucky fan, thank you, because growing up in Michigan, there were two seasons, winter and construction. So very familiar with the construction.
Yes. All right, so Michigan is always under construction. That is damn correct.
For sure.
I'll never forget the first time driving up there, man. I crossed the Ohio-Michigan line, and suddenly it was like all the potholes. I was like, I told Kelly, I was like, how is this the land of automobiles? They made the automobile perfected how to build these things, and you can't drive one around. So I guess
it'll get into politics in the comments, and we'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
I know I saw that it might rain, Tim. We're praying for no rain. We're fingers crossing for no rain this weekend because we want to take our doors off.
Shut your pie hole, Dave. We don't want Bronco Nation mad at me before the event. I don't care if they're mad at anybody. I've just
he doesn't want.
Did any of y'all see the Bronco? I'm gonna poo on something here a little bit. Did anybody see Bronco Nation sending a Bronco over to where was it?
Iceland.
Iceland. Who cares? The time, like in 5 years, you go when people are readily have these things available. You're like, that's cool, man. Like, I don't understand the whole let's go show this thing globally, explore now. And you're like, yeah, why don't we try to sell more of these bastards that nobody can get? That sounds like a great idea. Now, with some
here we go with the WTF on a Monday night.
It was some VIPs bullshitty thing of like, hey, you know what would be great? Iceland. They like big vehicles, right?
I do want to go to Iceland someday.
Yeah, and then you can go to Greenland and see.
But I won't take our Bronco to
Iceland.
In the
suitcase, I'm sure.
Yeah, we had this conversation the other day when I said if you got sick, I would still have to go. I'd leave you home, and you said, "What are you going to do? Take the Bronco with you?" And I said, "Well, maybe. Could I figure it out?"
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I don't get the whole thing. I mean, they're getting a lot of likes and views on Instagram and stuff over it. And I mean, not pooing on whoever's getting to do this fun venture. It would be fun. I just don't understand. It's built sort of for the American market right now. And yes, the Saudis get some. I get that. But I don't understand. It's not like it's a Toyota Land Cruiser that they're putting 44-inch tires under it to go explore the damn nether regions. It's just a Bronco. But I won't beat up those guys. They've always been fairly nice to us, so I won't go too hard at them. But I did boggle my mind a little bit. And then they picked a gray one, and all the photos are dark, like they're not getting any sunlight. And I'm like, who thought like this is the perfect time to go when time is like, it's the upper, so the time shifting. We know from here it's not getting daylight as like it was doing. And like, I don't know, it just seems like maybe we picked a red or something that you can see in a picture.
I feel like I'm Kermit the Frog right now.
Why is that?
Just drinking my drink while you go on a WTF rant.
What is it? Lipton's tea or whatever?
Yeah, I was like, just gonna drink my tea.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's enough ranting for me tonight. But anyways, let's see what else. What is up, Jessica Dunn?
Hey, Jessica Dunn, welcome in.
And we have to say a special thank you. I don't know if Nikki's in here or not.
I didn't see her.
We have to say a special thank you to Nikki because she's been behind the scenes trying to get where we're going to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's been working hard we're trying to line up the Ford garage for the 1 p.m. meetup. And if you're in the Michigan area, it's a restaurant and they have a lot of cool Ford sort of memorabilia there. And I thought, well, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I see people
actually I said it would be fun.
People posting pictures of it all the time, and I mean the building's interesting. It just, I don't know, it just kind of looked like a cool meetup place. Of course, I don't know how many of you guys are actually coming, man. That's the thing. And we were kind of asking, we were talking between, and Nikki was asking you that a little bit of like, how many we expect? I'm like, I don't know. We planned this 2 weeks ago. Like, it's not formal. It's just come chill out with us if you want to. And we all meet. You get to see everybody's Broncos or whatever that you're driving. You don't have to have a Bronco.
Yeah. So what it kind of looks like, we're still figuring out the location of parking at Ford Garage, but we're going to be meeting up at Ford Garage at 1:00 Eastern time. So it'll be on the local time. And what we'll all be doing is we just figured, they said if we wanted to do reservations, everybody would need to contact them now for reservations. But I figure what we'll just do takeout. Yeah. So if you guys want to eat, just go do your takeout and everything at the Ford Garage. We'll just hang out in the parking lot.
If you got a Yeti.
So yeah. So we're still figuring out the parking situation, but Ford Garage was actually really excited about having us down. So he was still actually doing some logistics, and that's why we don't have the final details, because there's a Ford dealership next door, but there's also a Tim Hortons next door. Mm-hmm. That he said one of those two parking lots would be the best, but he still had to get in touch with the dealership because the dealership's owner was out of town.
And it's been one of those, well, this manager's not here to make the decision. Yeah. Well, then this manager's not here to the next day. It's just been kind of but Nikki's been
on the ground and doing the work for us.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate that. So that's the plan as of right now. And I want to bring this up because some people may not know what
so it'll be Ford Garage in Dearborn because that's the only one in the area. So it's about 15 to 20 minutes from the Bronco Corral or the Bronco Nation Corral on Woodward.
There we go. And technology and all.
Sorry, that is a strong drink.
There you go.
I'm already feeling it.
Nice. All right. So here, I mean, it's a restaurant. You can get burnt Ford Garage in your burger, but the food actually looks pretty good. So I'm like I said, I'm kind of excited by this. I've never been on their website.
That's their loyalty program.
We can order now.
Locations, sir.
We should order just something right now.
Maybe you should just click on locations, sir.
All right, let's do that. Man, they actually have quite a few.
Yeah. And then Dearborn. There you go. Sorry, I'm probably going to be a whole lot loose-lipped tonight because my drink is already kicking in and we are only 20 minutes into the show.
But I think it'd be fun. Some people might want to get pictures in front of this. It's a cool idea for a restaurant anyways. Mm-hmm. So very unusual, if it was a it's all American, so they're doing burgers, stuff like that. Would if it was like an import brand, would they do only like sushi
Yes.
stuff like that?
Yes.
That would be kind of fun. Of another fun restaurant like
Yes.
Toyota Garage, and I don't know where my brain's at, but here's the address right here. And if you do not know,
we'll put a quick flyer together.
Yeah, we'll put something together for you guys. But we, like I said, Kelly's lived in there, but it's not like you've been there really in 20 years to live there.
Yeah, no.
And so, I had the suggestion a lot, and I know there was a Ford person who said we could use a Ford parking lot, but I wanted some food and stuff around. I just think it'd be better for socially.
Jonathan said, order your food now. Maybe you'll get it in 2023.
Oh man, do you have to do like a day? Well, we'll do a day one reservation.
Reserve now.
Wow, man, that is some marketing right there. Make your reservation. So we do the reservation now, and then is it Friday we get to, or Saturday we get to actually order the food? Is that how it works?
TJ Miller said sounds a lot better than Kia Garage.
A lot of squid and stuff.
So that's the plan. 1:00. We'll chill out, hang around. We anticipate being back on the strip by 4, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. There's nothing. And if you guys don't feel obligated to hang out around the whole time. If you guys are like, I just want to stop by and say hi or whatever, we're going to do our own thing. There's nothing formal about this. So I don't want anybody to feel like, man, we got to be, some set schedule. I know we had did a reservation for the Bronco Nation parking, whatever. But I don't know that I'm going to park. The only thing I want to see is, I know I'm like damn near sure Ford's going to have these Heritage Broncos.
The reason we parked is because parking costs a lot if you actually park for Dream Cruise. So therefore, that is why we did the Bronco Nation Corral. So quit poo-pooing on it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying because I enjoyed driving the strip last year when we did it. That was the fun to me.
Yeah, but there was nowhere to stop is the problem. That's what's cool about the Bronco Corral or Bronco Nation Corral is that you can kind of pop in there, park. I will be completely honest. I don't know what it looks like from a coming and going perspective. It could be a hot mess.
Last year, they didn't have a ton of parking, really.
Well, we weren't really prepared because we didn't really know that it was going on until we actually got up there.
I did. I just didn't tell you about it.
Well, we didn't do enough. Yeah. We didn't do a ton of research before we got up there. So, Jay, Michigan. Yeah, there's really not an itinerary. We are literally going to start driving up Thursday. We will be in Michigan sometime on Friday. Yep. I've got to work until 5:30 Michigan time. And then I don't know what our evening's going to have for us. So
I don't like to make plans really for this.
And I said work because I'm working remotely.
But I just don't on this, man. Like I said, I didn't want this thing to be some All Terrain Nation's doing this or Driven Wild Outdoors and Overlanding for Fun, who will all be up there with us. I didn't want this to be this is the event. No, there's no event to this. It's just come hang out. It's a car show for one thing. So they're always relaxed. So it's like, hey man, we'll hang out in this certain area by this certain time. I kind of want to go drive the strip. And if you guys want to ride along, once again, you want to do your own thing. There's nothing, you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings and do not feel obligated about it. But I want to kind of finish up with the restaurant here so people know kind of what to expect.
Hey, J Red 22 from Mont Eagle, down the street.
Yeah, right down the road. Expensive burgers is what it looks like you can expect.
Wait, do they have a pineapple burger? Do you have pineapple on a burger?
No, that would be very Polynesian of them.
Yeah, but
anyways, it looks like burgers is what they do. Oh wait,
there's some salads.
Wait, there's more.
Some salads. Some appetizers.
Do they burn in the salad, the Ford Garage in each leaf?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, look at that blackened salmon. Oh, salmon.
Maybe they burn the Ford. Maybe you could ask them to burn the Ford in your salmon.
My salmon's just not right unless I've got Ford burning into it. Yeah, I don't want to go through all this, but you guys can go to their website and check.
Scotty Dayton Hun says good onion rings. He's got one near him.
Ah, nice. But
and Peugeot says take some responsibility.
Jeez. Let's pull that.
Tim says the burgers are good.
Okay, good.
Inflation is the cost. I don't doubt that because I will be honest, we have a local restaurant here that we have that I tried to get us to order food from tonight, and he was like, "Meh, not a huge fan." And their $6.99 Monday night is now $8.99 Monday night for their chicken finger platter. So yeah.
Anyways, there.
Oh,
So that.
Jonathan, sorry you can't make it. He said
Oh, I'm about
3 hours north of Detroit. Can't make it. I
Well,
get it.
I want to see the upper sometime. That's for damn sure. I want to explore the upper, and I want to hit the dunes next summer. We are hitting the dunes somehow. If we have to do the Dream Cruise and just spend an extra couple days to go hit the dunes or whatever, I so want to see that. What's that?
Put TJ Miller out there.
Oh, okay. If they run out of burgers, can you resell your burger to another patron?
You
for
can
double the
resell your
price?
burger
Well, it's only a 300-mile bite.
with a bite out of it.
Yeah, no, that's man. I was on a Bronco buy sell page today,
Mhm.
and the dealers are like, I'm amazed at what they're trying to do. I'm just like, look, man, I love the Bronco. This isn't last year at this time, price wise.
Mhm.
I don't think people are biting like they were back then. I do know some people. I keep tabs on this stuff, and there's been a few I see goes, hey man, I seen the one I wanted. I was out of town. I saw it. I paid a little markup. Totally understand. You know, if you got the wallet to do it, more power to you, man. It's worth what it's worth to you. So, but man, like some big bins I'm seeing for $70,000, and I'm like, that's just stupid, man. Wait, I would wait. Once again, though, if you have the
People
wallet,
are still
do it.
buying. People are buying them like left and right, crazy still in some of the groups.
Yeah, no, hey, more power to them. But so overlanding for fun once again, and driven wild outdoors, formerly known as Bronco Wild Outdoors, will be there. Gavin, Dwayne, and his awesome wife Becky will be there. Bronco Santa will be there. I'm sure he'll have a sleigh full of gifts.
Bronco Santa is the same as overlanding for fun.
Okay. He's always Bronco Santa to me, but we'll have some things. We'll do some fun stuff with that. But come hang out. Once again, it's not ego driven of like, come be near us. We're people that put our pants on like everybody else. Yeah, we just want to chill and meet everybody because we don't get up in that part of maybe once a year. So
And honestly, my mom was like, "You're only I don't ever get to see you," and I was like, "I don't know what to tell you. It's a business trip.
Sorry.
We gotta go.
Sorry.
We're in and out."
Wait, they got In and Out?
They do not have In and Out. Broncos R Us says maybe we will be there, or maybe we will see you there.
I hope so.
Hey, Nikki, we were just talking about you being a rock star on the ground for us. Thank you, and I'm wearing my shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Show me your
it is Miss Nikki Brewer. Mark Young with the super chat, man.
Thank you,
sir. Dave, my January 23-21 order is for a base 2-door 2.7 Sasquatch. Yes, one of those guys. Hey, man. Let's see. I will go with the 7-speed manual in the Heritage for about $2,000 more, with only downgrading in motor size. Well, that's awesome, man. And the 2.3 is a good motor. There's a lot of power there. And if that's, I probably might make that choice too. To get
the Heritage.
To get a hair, if I was in that range of Bronco that I wanted, I might just be like, you know what, 2.3 is fine because they do look cool. They do look really cool. So
yeah.
And you are getting a painted, top, and you're getting some pluses out of it. So
that you could not get in your base.
Yeah. And then what you do is you drive for 300 miles, you put it on Facebook, and you make like 60 grand on it.
Wow.
But no, that is cool. So Mark, I'm curious how dealers are handling this, because I haven't really had a chance to talk to Mitchell or anything about how they're going to handle this. And there's not been any that I've seen any info out there of like, well, this is how dealers are going to handle this. I expect some crazy, stupid markups from some dealers. It's just what they do. But I don't know. I'm curious. Did you had to go talk to your dealer, I guess, and did they ask for extra deposit? What was the process of that? What's up, Seeker Bronco?
Can I have the remote for this thing for a second, please? Pushing my hand away. There.
Welcome to Bronco Talk Live with Kelly Boyd.
There's another one over there. If you managed them, I wouldn't have to manage them. See how this works? See what I have to deal with?
I do. And so what we'll do, so this week we will have some more as soon as Nikki, we were bragging about you and your excellent skills with the
The
meetup.
negotiation.
Yes. But we will as soon as I know, I'll put it all through our social medias. Instagram, we're big on Instagram. Obviously, here on Facebook, there is the community page that I like to post stuff on, and Discord over kind of to my left here. But I will put it everywhere so everybody has a chance to know. And speaking of Discord,
Michael Rivas calling me out. I know it's the alcohol. It does it to me
Yeah.
every time.
yeah, let's see.
Slowly turning red.
I gotta find it now. I had it up and then I want to I kind of just
Sweet, Nikki. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
let's see. I wanted to show Discord real quick. So no, wrong one. We're gonna go through this, but I want so we have a Discord, and you may not be familiar with what Discord is. So I'm just gonna pop it up here. So this is the Discord that we have. We have some tech talk, general talks. It's for any automobile, by the way. It's not strictly Bronco. But what we do is if you guys want to talk to each other, work out things about how to do something, you have questions. There's a lot of like mobile overlaying for fun. There's a few good texts in there of people that have gotten to break these things, that I trust mobile with the overall stuff. And I know like overlaying for fun, like radio communication, stuff like that. He's had the whole dash ripped out. So it's a good place to ask questions that you may get immediate answers, or it may take a minute.
That we may not be able to get to every Monday.
But the biggest thing is, so here is the link for the fantasy football, Kelly. And they've been bugging to do it.
They have.
And I mentioned it a few times this past week. So the draft for the fantasy football will be Wednesday night. So we will do a lot of that. And I'm going to try to stream it. I think it'll be fun. We'll stream it that way. And hopefully I'm the victor. That's really what it's about. But what we're doing is, so for our fantasy football league, we're partnering with some people. I know Bronco Battalion USA said they were going to throw some stuff in this way. We're going to throw something in this way for like the winner of the whatever. We'll do something and I'm going to find some other companies that want to kind of help out a little bit. But I think it'd be fun that a winner, do some kind of little prize pack, man. That might be fun. And because I want to show this, share screen once again. There we go. So there is the fantasy football. Let's just refresh it. I know we had one person join already. Nope, it's just two spots are taken out of 14. So if you guys want to, I will copy this link and I'm going to put it in here in this chat as well. But I plan on opening up a fantasy football part of the Discord. And that way, if you want to do it that way, you can. I know this is Bronco Talk Live. And you're probably like, Dave, why are we talking fantasy football? It's because you guys had pushed for it. So there you go. And one final thing of selling. Kelly's went through the website this week, and I'm damn proud of Kelly. She's kind of, I won't say overhauled it necessarily, but you
don't hold me to it. It's got a lot more work that needs to be done.
But she's went through the website over allterrainnation.com. And of course, you can, if you want to contact us, do that. You can see a couple things we've done the Jeep, but you really went through the Bronco page.
I did,
and really put a lot of good links in there. She put some details about the stuff in there. There's the cargo security enclosure, which was a video.
I need to update that since we have the video.
Video's up today. But there are some Amazon links, and those are affiliate links. And I'm going to be honest with you. We get a couple schmeckles from the Amazon links. I'm not going to push you to do it. If you, there's no reason for we're not here to make that. I mean, we're not big enough to that $10 a year that I probably get from this is more than enough. But if you want to buy some stuff through our website, do it. And we have memberships. Once again, this is my last selling. Memberships on the site itself is $5 a month. We get about $3.20 of that, and we'll pop it back up in just a second.
Okay.
And it just helps keep the lights on. Basically, it helps pay for some of the internet and stuff that we have to do for this, because believe it or not, this has a dedicated internet line.
It does.
So we're very excited about that. And
you knew where I was going.
I didn't know where you got. There you go, Kelly.
So you can see where it actually is is actually right here. So if you click on Kelly's pics,
Oh, that's right. We have a special.
we actually have a special going, which we release to our members first, that we have a 20% off coupon until September 1st for any of our t-shirts. So there is the code. It's Muddy Water 2022. We will put that in the chat for you all. And it is only applicable to the shirts we have in stock because those are actually what I have in my hands.
Yep.
And then the other thing that you can do if you are looking for something that's not
And
quite
we have
here.
stickers. Obviously, you see the stickers.
Yeah, so we have stickers and stuff there too. But if you're looking for something a little bit different than what you see here,
More
you want to
options.
personalize it a little bit more, you can go to our gear shop on Teespring and actually have all the shirts. Now, the 20% off does not apply to these because this is outside of our inventory. This is actually through Teespring itself. But you can see. And with that being said, if you guys see something online that you're like, man, I wish ATN had something, let us know because we can actually personalize a lot of the merch to make it kind of work, because we actually worked on this weekend too. So
this is our Lift Everything logo. We've tweaked it just a hair, got the ATN logo in there, and it's a sticker. If you want to buy a sticker, go for it. But that's all of the selling we're going to do tonight. I hate pushing like the necessary evil that it is, but there you go. Anything in the chat, Kelly? Anything going on down there?
Andy's attacking you.
Andy? What? See, Dave, what the hell? It takes days to answer DMs, and then it's just apologies. Andy, I'm sorry, dude. Andy likes talking to me through Patreon or Twitter.
He loves and hates you, he said.
Both things. Twitter, I try to once every couple of days check on. I have some automated stuff that like this video gets posted over there. But I'm sorry, Andy. Instagram is kind of my thing, man, and I don't think you do Instagram. So
you need to quit being old and doing one platform and get on over some multi-platforms.
I need my partner to take over a couple platforms. What it sounds like I need.
I don't know how to Twitter.
Anyways, Andy, I will look.
I don't know how to Twitter twat.
I don't get Twitter. Like Twitter's honestly about useless.
Why don't you just attack Andy while he's sitting there?
I'm not attacking Andy, but I'm saying, far as like for auto journalists, they just share the same crap over and over and over. You may find the one that you like, and some of them like Doug DeMuro and a few of those guys. I got 1 million people following them.
I think you're holding behind.
I think I've got like 10 or so. So let's see. But anyways, Kelly, go ahead and why check this.
Driven Wild Outdoors says Twitter is Twitter. 502 Bourbon Cruise says Dave never responds to my shirtless workout photos. You know why? Is because I actually get your shirtless workout photos. That's why he doesn't respond. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Bronco 78 says now back to the regular scheduled program. This is one I was going to talk about. So I think you guys are talking about it more into the chat itself, but see if anybody missed it. Iconic Bronco says, gonna start a project, need some opinions. 96 Bronco with a 2016 Coyote drivetrain swap, or a 96 Bronco body in a 2016 F-150 chassis swap. Which route would you go?
I don't know, man. It's a budgetary thing, really. I don't know. I mean, the Coyote is a solid engine. You can make a lot of power with it. Pretty easy to crate those in with the computer and everything. I don't know, because I don't know much about like swapping the body onto the F-150 chassis. How much is involved with that? Do any body mounts line up, or I'm assuming you're gonna have to rework how the body mounts to it. I don't know. That's
so think of it more simply. Don't think of it as from a tech perspective, from that perspective of ease. Think of it, which one would you do that would make more sense for your final outcome?
I mean, there's no easy answer to that, in my opinion, because there's so many variables to it of what's the condition of the current frame? What's the condition?
That's not the question. You're going too deep.
No, but that's where my mind goes and to go, which one weighs?
Okay, so don't. So just think about it. If they're both perfect.
I'm Coyote. I'm going with the Coyote.
Thank you. That's all we needed.
Sorry.
Answer solved.
Jeez.
Tim says, all Terrain Nation, I've waited, complained about getting my Bronco off Ice Mountain, and you guys helped through it. 2 weeks later, a tree branch fell, and thank God it only put a dent in the quarter panel. But crap.
You know what, Tim, that means? That's a higher power telling you to go wheel the piss out of that thing with that don't care attitude. That's what that says to me. And then you walk away, you throw a gasoline can on it, and you're like, "Hey,
Oh,
it was stolen." That's all I know. No, I'm playing. No, that's a major bummer, man. I mean, we get we got like the first day or two, we started seeing rock chips, and we're just like
cringing over
damn it, man. Like, so yes, I can't imagine like the first big dent we get in ours. Like,
we don't even want to talk about it.
It's gonna hurt.
We're not even going to talk about
What's up, Frank B, moderator extraordinaire?
Says, hey, what do y'all have more money in? The Bronco or Dave's shoe collection?
It's been a minute since Mama was kind of paused the shoe purchases for a
That's
while.
because Daddy was purchasing too much for the Bronco.
Well, no, Frank B's so old school. He knows about, like, Danny used to mess with me about my shoes. And I'd get my Vegas shoes out.
Oh,
I have some
so
amazing
ugly.
Adidas.
He actually wore them in Vegas when we went for SEMA.
It's the only time I ever get to wear them.
Yeah, because it's the only time he ever gets to wear them.
Which bums me out. So Tuffy and their agency that handles their product
their PR
reached out to us today about the video. They were excited we did a video on that product they sent. And Sherry was like, "Hey, are you guys going to be at Vegas? Because, you need to come to our booth and come hang out at our booth, this and that." And I was like, damn it. And I explained to her. So I said, "Hey, we're trying to, explain the situation. We've talked about the ad revenue being cut in half." And I just explained to her, I was like, "Look, next year we'll definitely come out, but this year we got to stay a little more local right now." So, but she was a little bummed, but still, it'd be fun to kind of see the old Tuffy stuff. And speaking of that, Kelly,
hold on before. Oh, wait, what are you doing?
You do your own thing.
I was going to say, Tim asked, even though Dave is sitting here, what does it say? So it says, "Show me your Tito's," and Nikki Brewer sent it to me. So, yeah.
I'm gonna pull this up here.
Jason says, "High heel collection, Dave." LOL.
Yes, that's you found me out. There we go. I was gonna say
Wolfman 1016, welcome in.
There was somebody. There was some Michigan. Oh, that was Wolfman. Okay, I was gonna say I thought I saw like a Wolverine name up there earlier. Let's see. Sandman62 is asking, going independent front suspension or solid axle. I'm assuming on that Bronco conversion.
Yeah, I think they're still talking about that.
All right, and so we dropped this video today about this Tuffy box. It's a security cargo
or rear cargo drawer,
which was a nightmare for me to say in the video. Kelly had to.
I said it 25 times.
Kelly had to repeat it to me like 16 times because I just on the fly just kept screwing the wording of it up. But get out of here, cat.
Well, at least she comes up and doesn't like paw the crap out of
you. Yeah.
She just kind of says, "Hey."
But we did a live stream probably a month and a half, almost 2 months ago on this thing. And then you guys know the family issues that we had, just kind of paused this project for a moment. But so we installed the Tuffy enclosure, and I'm curious. We dropped we dropped some thoughts on it, but have you had any kind of time to think more about it, like how we can use it? Or
well, you know me, I like to have everything, and I like everything to have a place, and every place have a purpose. So for me, I could organize this shit out of that, but would it stay that way? No, it wouldn't. Because this one, he'd put it in some different area. But yeah, I dig it. I mean, I dig the idea of it. Are we real talking?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just asking.
We tell these people when
because
they
I know
I'm
just
get an honest review.
I'm just asking if you want my full blown opinion on it. I think it's amazing for some people. I think for us, it doesn't make a ton of sense in our everyday because we do a lot of softball and it takes up like 8 inches. It takes up about 8 inches of height. And for us, lugging balls to the field, softball gear to the field doesn't make a ton of sense for us in the long run. But it's amazing for off-roading. So for our off-road trips, it'll be amazing. Things like that to be able to put all of our gear in there. From that perspective.
But the cool thing about it is 4 bolts and that's it.
Yeah.
So where you can kind of see in the video here, right in here, that's a mount there. There's a mount right there. There's one in the back where these in
the floor.
The what are they called? The lassos in the floor there. And honestly, this drawer pops out. There's 2 little deals on the side of it. You just pop it out, and in 15 minutes, you can have it either in or out, really.
Yeah.
Once you know what you're doing,
Mhm.
there was no really put together of anything. And so it's definitely going to be in our garage for a while, of like back and forth. When we need it, we can pop it in quickly, and when we don't, you can take it out, which is kind of a neat feature of it.
Yeah.
It's not an intended feature of it,
Mm-mm.
but the simplicity of it, man, why not? I will say this: it does not work with the diabolical cage we have.
Slipstream.
Yeah. Back here where you can see it, you don't see the diabolical back here. It's because we pulled that out, because it was about a 1/2 inch of where the diabolical uses some bends, was keeping the box from going back to where it needed to mount. So where these holes are, it wouldn't allow it to reach the depth it needed. And so therefore right now we've done our initial review on it. We have pulled it out. It's sitting in my garage right now. And our next big adventure, we will put it back in. We will use it. We will give a review of that way. And honestly, probably mid-fall, we're going to give it to one of you guys. So that's the plan. Now I can't ship it. So to be honest, like, it's too expensive. They pallet shipped it to us.
Yes.
But we'll end up giving it to one of you guys, because I don't see it. There's no reason for us to profit off of something we were given for a review. And so I think it's just, benefit one of you guys that way. And down the road, if it doesn't work for whoever gets it, give it to somebody else that might want it, man. There's no reason to, because this thing was $700 to $1,000, depending on what you look.
Yeah, through Tuffy's site, it was just over. Well,
something.
It was like $639 or something, give or take. And then on reseller sites, it was like $1,200.
Yeah.
So big difference.
But ultimately, quality of it is really nice.
Yeah.
The handle is super thick. Nice locking mechanism on it. And what?
Nothing.
No, what?
I was being a 12-year-old boy.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Oh. But I want to say thank you to Tuffy once again. We will use this product. It's just currently, it won't be in our trip to Michigan, because Diabolical may be at the little meet and greet. So you might get, if you're there, you might get to meet Alan.
Well, and we need that cargo room.
Yeah.
For our trip.
That's right. Kelly has a lot of stuff she takes. I'm just saying.
You shut it. Iconic Bronco asked, could you stack another drawer on top of it? That's going to have to be a question we double check on for you.
I think you can, though. I think somebody asked that earlier in the video today. And because if you see where I'm pointing right here, where this bolt is, and see under it, I have a feeling because the way it's all laid out, you probably could, if you could double stack those, that might be really nice on a trip.
Miles, it does not rattle at all. We actually, to be honest with you, we had it in there unmounted for a little while and used it and tried it out and everything before we could actually do the install on it. And it didn't even rattle then. Like, the thing is solid, and it's not too heavy. I mean, the two of us carried it. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's substantial.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh man, it's really way in the back of the vehicle down. Wouldn't even notice it back there.
No.
But this is the same. It's from Tuffy. But it's the same Ford licensed product that Ford sells. They manufacture this stuff and get the licensing from Ford to make it and sell it from them. But
Tuffy's the one that sent it over.
I do like it a lot. See if I can find a little spot where it's open, because we did some fun.
And congratulations, Micah, on your blend date. 18 months of waiting.
Oh, there's a weird spot of Kelly there.
Yeah, thanks. Oh,
you can see my hand there. Open it up, Dave. Come on, somebody open something. I will say the one thing though I don't like is the gap in between the plastic and the Tuffy itself. I feel like they could have made it at least a 1/2 inch wider. Maybe they do that for like, you need to, so it doesn't run into the plastics or whatever.
Maybe.
But you can see our plastics are already beat to shit, man. They're throwing softball gear and whatever we throw back there. We've got a bag when we go off-roading. We got a small tool bag we'll throw back there.
And our cooler.
Yeah. This thing, it's well used. Our Bronco cannot complain about it. But to kind of finalize on it, I think it's especially if you can get it for the under $700 range, The Tuffy's offering it. Well worth it. If you get into the $1,000 range, no, I would not buy it for $1,000. I don't know why we were seeing different prices from, I think CJ Pony Parts had it for like $1,000 or something, $1,100.
It was $1,200.
But maybe they do that to include free shipping, because this did come on a semi. They pulled in front of my house, loaded up just because of the size of it. But ultimately, I think it's a very nice product, and we'll give some more reviews down the road with this thing.
TJ Miller asked, do they have a roll-up cargo cover for the Bronco like the 80s Broncos had? Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure they did, because I was
Tuffy.
actually looking at some of their products. Yeah, some of their website or stuff on their website.
We'll pull their website up real quick. We'll all look at it together. All right. So,
Shop my vehicle.
Yeah. All right. So, anything you want to do anything with your pew or whatever, they seem to have it. We've seen some of these security enclosures before, somewhat like what Diabolical does. I still think Diabolicals are a little better, but as you can see on some of the prices, that's not a bad price. And here you got the cage that you can add to it you can get well 15 $2,000 into this thing real quick. But here is the
and this is only good for the 4-door.
Yes.
So it is not good for the 2-door, because it's too big for the 2-door.
Yeah. But as you can see here, $639 is what it's showing there. And I'll throw this link if you guys want to play at home. Throw this up here. Everybody here can play along if you so choose to. Yes, right here. It will not work with the 2-door. But it looks like from Tuffy they're back ordered right now. But I'm sure somebody has them sitting somewhere. Let's see. But you can see, real smooth. The operation, the mechanical operation of it, real smooth. I can see dirt and dust getting into that, and maybe not being as smooth. So it's something you'll probably have to put some lithium grease on to every so often.
And there is some maintenance in the instructions that says to grease up the handle, grease up the lock, and then I'm sure the other. I didn't look too in depth on the instructions.
But guys, let us know what you think. If you haven't checked the video out, we've got a 8-minute video, I think, on it. And we had a lot of fun with the video.
We did have fun with the video.
And we're having some fun with some reels now, too. If you go to our Instagram, we're trying to drop some reels. I'm trying to learn what this TikTok-y generation wants. I don't know how you get anything from it other than swiping. But we're doing it now. So we got that going for us, Kelly.
502 Bourbon Cruise says, bring it up to one of our Viagra commercial band gigs, Dave. I got your drinks.
You know what's funny about that?
That's why I put it up there.
I know why you put it up there. So we were bored as hell yesterday, and I was waiting on
while we were waiting for the videos to upload.
I was waiting for some stuff to upload, and Kelly's like, "Hey, did you see this? There's a Viagra doc,
3-episode doc on Netflix."
It was really I will say it's like really interesting.
We were very entertained. We did waste 3 hours.
Yes. It's a hard watch, though. It's a very hard watch. But yeah, so that's kind of funny that you mentioned that.
That's why I put it up there.
I know, you asshole.
Kenneth Hort says, hey, what's with the Vegas talk? If you're coming to our little town, what's the dealio? So we were going to be coming to SEMA again this year. However, with the majors kind of pulling out, or a lot of the majors kind of pulling out, we kind of had to weigh where was the benefit, or was there a benefit to coming to SEMA this year, or could we use it elsewhere? So we've actually got a couple of press events that we're going to go to this year.
Yeah.
We're doing that instead, right? There was something we're doing instead.
We'll be in Chicago, hopefully in September. We've got
you got to give me the
Dallas
dates on those.
In October.
Dallas in October, and Chicago.
LA Auto Show's coming up. I'm trying to get out there for that. So what it is, Kenneth, it's like I was saying earlier, my Google's cut ad revenue in half. And right now a big chunk of our budget for the show comes from Google. So that's why the memberships, like, believe it or not, you wouldn't think $5 helps a lot. But that's part of the problem. Last year was we lost money on the trip last year. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But some of the contacts that we made will pay off dividends down the road. So that's Tuffy. That's one of those. It's come from just contacts we've made out there. So once again, we're not profiting from Tuffy other than somebody watching my video, but I don't know that that's going to be profit. Yeah, it's like fire.
And Mobile Moto said, if you watch for more than 4 hours, seek medical attention.
I think we made that joke too.
We did make that joke. Well, because even in the all of a sudden this just turned in Kelly and Dave's reviews.
Yeah.
It actually talked about
this.
We do this. Yeah. It actually turned into how it was like, we have to sell it so that it's not a recreational drug. And like all these people are being like, yeah, the first time I tried it was in a bar and this guy was like, hey, anybody want this? Everybody want this? Everybody want this?
Anybody want some Viagra?
And they were like, yeah, $5 a pill. So yeah, it's just sorry. We digress.
Yeah.
Let's see. TJ Miller says, I'm trading my F-150 on mine, so I need the 2.7 to tow my son's racing cart trailer, hoping it's not a big pain with the Bronco.
Speaking of that,
how do you feel about this? Do you feel it'll be an issue?
Well, we're gonna get into that. How heavy is the trailer? Because my friends over at TFL had a guy on there, and he may watch this channel. I don't know. Let's see. I guess I gotta put it in right.
Yeah, I would say.
They had, you guys may have seen it. They had a guy pull up to their shop with a, there it is, with a overly loaded Bronco. And I mean like overly loaded Bronco. Let's see if I can, they've got a wide shot on this. All right. So this gentleman, he did an amazing trip. And TJ, this kind of goes to what you're talking about. Bronco's capable of towing 3,500. That's the max for it. Now, some of that has to do with transmission, cooling, stuff like that. Can it tow a lot more than that? I'm sure it's not an engine issue. It's just the size of vehicle somewhat too. This cat, man, like I don't want to play it. And I'm not crapping on TFL about this because they didn't build this guy's truck. But look at this. Look at this off-road. Like you can see the back of this thing already squatting. Now he's got all this gear. Now he went for 3 months or so at a time, or out. His trip was 3 or 4 months long. But dude, this poor little thing was like squatting bad, and they never bring it up ever. I mean, obviously you got to guess. You don't want to shit on his vehicle while he's right in front of you. And once again, I'm sure he I know why he did it, because he was gone for so long. You needed as much. You got a lot to carry, but you can see it squatting. So, yeah. But that trailer alone, I forget what he said. The trailer alone was like 4,500 or 5,000 pounds. The trailer alone. So to answer your question, TJ, will it have any problems pulling anything? I don't think so.
Well underweight.
Yeah. But, and I do bring this up for everybody a little bit. Can they do it? Yes. My buddy Luke tows his boat. His boat's probably about 2,500, 3,000 pounds. Does it fine. Luke does not complain at all about towing it. But I will say, once you get past that 3,500, you know, I'm always the guy that I've done this kind of stuff too, and overloaded trailers, and Lord knows your poor Xterra probably towed 6,000 pounds at one time that it shouldn't have.
Yeah, we had one time coming back and it was just white knuckle and we thought we were going to die. So
we did.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, it was bad.
We were passing a semi and this overloaded 12 by, or no, was that like 8 by, I don't know, 15-foot trailer or something like that.
Yeah.
Trailer. And I was trying to blow past a semi because it was
already whipping
the turbulence. And when I did, it put the trailer on one wheel, and it threw us in the ditch for a minute.
And thankfully, I didn't know we were only on one wheel at the time.
Yeah, my buddy that was following us behind us, he was like, Dave, I thought you guys were goners. So be safe out there with whatever you're towing.
TJ Miller says, my issue is, am I going to be able to open the rear door with the trailer hooked up?
That is a tongue. That depends on the length of your tongue, really.
Yeah.
And then do you have the little roller deal for the wheel?
Yeah, because we ran into that with my Xterra. Is that we could not do that with the trailer because of the way that the trailer was. It had the handle on it.
And now that's that. And I'm saying, is it built into the
trailer
A-frame of it? because some of them are. Some of them, do the tilt down deal. You probably have no problems.
Yeah.
But things to look for,
Michael Rivas says Dave needs a backwards hat pop figure sitting in a Bronco.
She wouldn't allow that. It's not my Bronco anymore. I lost the Bronco by the day that Bronco. Well, I will say I lost that Bronco the day I took her to Supercell.
True story.
Is the day I lost my Bronco.
Because we sold my Xterra after that.
Got you a BMW.
To pay for it.
Got you the BMW one.
We got the BMW in between. The whole plan for the BMW was to be an in-between vehicle because we thought that the Xterra would be a little more difficult to sell.
Spinning this.
No, so it's true. I took my daily driver and we sold my daily driver and we sold your toy.
Mm-hmm. Two
toys. Okay.
Anyway, so now family therapy here, alternate nation therapy.
Well, Overlanding for Fun did say this is going to turn into all marriage nation tonight.
Might.
TJ Miller says, I've never ordered my Bronco with the advanced track 4 auto. What's the difference with that, with the transfer cases between that and the standard?
Somebody pop in on the chats, man. I haven't paid attention.
If you guys haven't already answered
I
that.
haven't paid attention to any of this stuff in a long time. So it's one of the, I need to do a refresh on it because somebody asked last week about the all-time 4-wheel drive versus
the 4A.
If I don't know in the base, because I guess I've never was going to own a base, so I didn't spend a lot of time on it.
He doesn't mean that shittily this time.
No, not at all. And I don't ever mean to shit on the base. It's just I've talked. My opinions are based on the fact. Auto journalist, enthusiast. I'm trying to find some middle ground with some of that.
He's trying to find that gray area in between. Mark Whitman says, hi, everyone. New to the group. Just picked up my 22 Badlands Sasquatch. Love it. Congratulations, Mark. What did you get color-wise? 4-door, I'm assuming, only because that seems to be the majority of the vehicles that are coming out these days.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
Mark. They are well worth the wait. I will say that. And if you were a Jeep person, we have a Jeep Gladiator we like.
Mm-hmm.
A little squirrely on the road, on the highway especially. Mm-hmm. It's what Jeeps do.
It pulls well, though. Mm-hmm. It does pull well.
Yeah. I pulled probably 4,500 pounds easily. And I mean, it's rated for, I think, up to 6,500 or so. Didn't know it was back there. Yeah. It does real well pulling. But a Jeep Life, a little squirrely. I still like Jeeps. It's a classic look.
We're actually going to a Jeep.
Yeah. Invasion.
Jeep Invasion next week.
Yep. In Gatlinburg. But the facts are Bronco handles way better. It's a little wider, a little more room. I like it.
Bronco 78 says Dave's finally coming around to reality that it's about Kelly's Bronco.
It's because you guys just have her back on all this
So
stuff.
we actually talked about, right before the show started, we actually talked about doing shirts on Teespring that said hashtag Kelly's Bronco and hashtag Dave's Bronco. So, or would we do hashtag Jackie Daytona or hashtag Rebecca?
They don't want to talk about Jackie Daytona.
That's true. They don't. They're not interested. Because they would buy all the hashtag Kelly shirts.
I'm a wounded puppy. I know.
Flo says at least you have your wife.
That's true. For now.
Wow. Maybe I will fly on Friday and it won't be to Michigan. How about that?
ATN bobbleheads of Dave and Kelly.
Yes, I saw that. I was just about to show that.
You know what would be funny though? We would spend the money to get that done if somebody would buy it. But the problem is, I'm sure Japan or wherever they make those be like, well, you need just 100 of them. Yeah. Like, what the hell am I going to do with 100 bobbleheads? And then you boneheads would never buy one.
You just call them boneheads.
I did. And then I'd have 100 of the bobbleheads sitting back here.
Hey, you want to win one? Let's get to 11,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
502 Bourbon Cruise says, wife is stealing mine too, bro. Hashtag stop the steal. I knew your wife was going to steal yours. She and I had conversations about it. So it's all right. I knew it was coming. Bye, Airplane Mike. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike.
Safe travels, sir.
Safe travels at work, buddy.
We'll look into the bobbleheads. How about that? It is going to be the situation of that, though.
Yeah. Can we get them by Friday?
No.
Damn.
They're not on Amazon, sir. Bishop Individual says my 22 Wild Track is on the rails for California from Illinois. Nice. Yes.
Did you get the 3.0 Haas upgrade, or you just sticking with the normal Wild Track? But congratulations, man. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I seriously looked at the wild track, but I just couldn't make heads or tails of how truly it was much different than like the Black Diamond I was looking at initially, because neither of them have sway disconnect. So I was like, well, I get washout floors with this in marine grade vinyl. The wild track has a couple different seat options, but ended up we didn't even do either.
You're welcome.
See this bullshit I have to deal with? The arrogance, the cockiness.
You made me this way.
That's probably true.
Night, Dirk. Thank you for joining, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know your early day comes soon.
Let's see. That is why we never finished working on the 78. The wife keeps stealing it.
No, keeps the wife from stealing it.
Oh, yeah.
Since it needs work all the time.
Well, it's hard to explain why that brand new Bronco needs to be worked on all the time.
Yep. Yeah, even when we had the truck half apart, getting ready to install the drawer, I just shut the back of the truck, shut the doors down, and popped the top back and went on about my merry way. So that's the downside of having a really easy vehicle to deal with.
Jonathan says he was looking at one of those racks today, thinking the same thing. I'm assuming
they're talking about the deer rack.
Oh, okay.
For TJ Miller.
Man, TJ's got all the questions.
I know he's like another off the wall question.
That's all right. We're an off the wall show. Let's see. Any hunters out there using a basket on the back of the Bronco to carry the deer? Like you talking about like the little hitch deals?
I'm assuming so because it says wondering if how it's going to work with the spare.
I wouldn't think there'd be any problem.
I was going to say because I've seen extensions that people have put on there, even if the standard one doesn't, that they end up making it work.
You know,
it works for what they need.
You would think the biggest thing would be: are you shooting a little deer, or are you going for the big one?
Right? Are you scratching up your truck with its antlers?
That's right.
Sorry, we're random.
Go for Bambi. That's what I say.
Yeah, Jonathan said it was talking about that.
Okay, sorry, guys. I see the chats and get all combobulated
with the bobbleheads.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm all giggles tonight.
I see that. Any other questions before we get into heritage talk?
I don't think so.
Right.
If I missed your question, please put it back in there because I am down. I'm all the way to overlanding for fun.
All right. So heritage, man, where you guys at with this? I wanted to talk about this a little bit more and get y'all's opinion because I started thinking about the order process for heritage, and I thought I had a photo up here so we could all play along.
So the launch video for heritage says 1966 of the heritage and limited heritage each is what it says. So the conversation is, do you think it's 1966 two-doors and 1966 four-doors of the limited and 1966 of the just heritage two-doors and 1966 of the four-door heritage?
I think that I'm pretty sure it's both limiteds. I think the Bronco Sports 1966 and the Big Boys 1966. They've not made it clear, and I'm sure on purpose, about how does two-door fit into that. Because I almost feel like if I'm getting a heritage, I almost want the two. I want it to look like a modern interpretation of what I may have in the garage. So I don't know if they're going to do each, we talked about that a little bit ago, do they do 19 of the two doors, 19 of the four doors, which still isn't a ridiculous amount to have out there. Or is it strictly, and then how does the order process work for a customer that's like order banks open up? Are they some kind of random generator of like how dealers get it? Because there's way more dealerships than there are of these Broncos. So I'm pretty sure the mega dealerships are going to be the ones that get their hands on these things before anybody else does. Right or wrong about that. That's just how that'll work. And then are you willing to risk your spot in line for one of these? Because that's what kind of bothers me a little bit. If I can get this right, bothers me a little bit about it is, okay, so everybody's been waiting. Clearly we got 23s coming up, Kelly. We've been waiting, we'll throw ourselves in the shoes. We've been waiting forever. We didn't get that first year. We kind of knew it wasn't going to happen. We didn't get the second year, which is, I'm starting to get pissed off a little bit. But then Ford teases this carrot. And it's like, hey, heritage. But this counts as your reservation. So if you jump in on it and then they go, oh, we're sold out. How do they treat the customer in that situation? Is it you've lost your reservation?
I can't imagine that that's what they're like. They've got to do it like they did the Raptor. The Raptor you put in and said, yes, I'd like to do
Like,
it.
you think they'll do like a golden ticket on these? Because not every dealer, every dealer had a chance to get a Raptor.
I think it goes in from an allocation perspective. So I'm curious for those who think that they might actually get one. I can't remember who said that they thought they might actually get a Heritage. How did your dealer handle that? What did they say? Did they say, I'm going to get X amount, or I think I'm going to get X amount, and then I'll put you in for one, like the hey, I've got 6 allocations for my dealership. I'm going to pull my 6 people and put them out for my VIPs. Are they going to treat it like they're VIPs, or are they going to treat it like, I don't think they're going to treat it like a golden ticket. I think they'll treat it like VIPs.
But that would really piss me off.
It would piss me off too, because I think that they should do it like the Raptors, where they did, hey, if you're interested, put your hand up, and then we'll go by reservation date.
On the same point of that, though, if they do that, they're going to auction it off to the highest bidders. All they're going to do.
But they wouldn't be auctioning it off if it's Ford that's actually doing the hand raise.
It won't be. It'll be the dealerships doing that. And the way they did Raptor was the highest person, supposedly the oldest reservation date was supposed to get,
but not per dealer.
Per dealer, the oldest reservation was supposed to get priority. That doesn't mean that happened, but it was supposed to go to it. That was part of the thank you for waiting. Was the way dealers were supposed to handle it. Was the oldest reservation was supposed to get priority to get a Bronco Raptor. Now, I know there's people in here that's probably gotten, their golden tickets on that, and they might be like, Dave, you're crazy. That's just what I remember reading about it. With Raptor, I've never shown a ton of interest in it because I don't find that particular vehicle to be that interesting to me compared to it just wasn't enough upgrade to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I would be kind of in. So if we had a chance to get the limited, we've got that. We've been waiting for our Badlands, and we're like, shit, man, for $5,000 more, we're getting this, and this really could be a collector's item. I want to drive it and have fun with it, but there's a little might be a little more cooler factor to this thing. So that's kind of where I'm like, how are they going to treat this?
Yeah, see, I don't know. See, that's a different understanding than I was. That's a different understanding than I was thinking with the Raptor and how that handled. But I guess that I didn't do as much research as you did either on it. So who knows? I don't know.
So where are you guys at in the comments with this? Well, like Kelly said earlier,
how do you think it's going to land?
How have you, who was someone that you talked to said they were trying to get a Heritage, the normal Heritage? Because, think about it too. Okay, I've got a Badlands that I've been ordering twice now. And then I really like the way this Heritage, the Big Bend Heritage kind of looks. I'm like, okay, I'll just go for the 4-door version of that. I'm settle for not getting the motor I want or a couple things. But then you find out and they go, oh, sorry, we've maxed out. And oh, by the way, you've now lost your either reservation or your spot in line to where you were.
Jay Michigan says, my dealer expects to get 2 selling at MSRP, but only will sell to a local resident.
Which is cool. I like when dealers do that they don't want some flippers flying in to
right. Or honestly, we found a lot, or we've talked to some folks that have said that they've actually had, what did they call them? Essentially concierge buyers, because people want a vehicle and they say, find me this. And then the concierge buyer's job is to contact the dealerships and make it happen. So I'm glad to hear it would be a local thing as long as they hold up to it. Ronnie Roberts says, well, honestly, what the fuck is the point of the reservations? I spent $100 for Bronco in 2020. For me specifically, I've had on order since February 21. Since that point, folks have gotten Everglades, Raptors, and Heritage.
I don't know anybody's gotten Everglades just yet.
I think his point is
that they've brought more things out.
People are getting their reservations pulled for those, but yet the original reservation, which we talked about.
Like Terrence Moody in here, his day 2, if I remember right. And I think he's just ordered a base kind of, just a entry level Bronco and can't even get close to a VIN. Let's see. Flo says, what's up here? If I tried to get a Heritage and couldn't, and I lost my order, I would be pissed. Yes. And I don't know that that's exactly what would happen, Flo, but I've heard some rumblings of when Bronco Raptor was first coming around of like, well, if you don't get it, you could lose your, because your reservation takes the golden ticket is how that worked. It's not 2 reservations.
No, I know it's not, but I think when you said it, I doomsdayed a little bit more, thinking they're just gonna. What happens if they can't get the heritage because they didn't give them the golden ticket for the heritage? Is how I interpreted what you were saying, and I don't think that that's what you meant to say.
Okay.
I think you meant to say was that what happens if you're allocated for one and something happens where you don't end up getting a heritage because the dealer didn't want to give it to you for your price or whatever the case may be.
BS'd you to get one.
They BS'd you to get it, and then you don't end up getting it, you lose your reservation.
Well, and of course, Ford's now changing to the way they're taking reservations or handling them. You're supposed to bring in a valid ID.
Yeah, they were actually talking about it in the chat.
You're supposed to double check some things about it. So for the dealers can't just, they can still overcharge you if they want to. There's nothing about that process that says they can't.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I don't know. It's just some thoughts I've had about, would I risk a chance, especially the limited edition? Would I risk the chance of a limited edition knowing that you've got, a very slim chance of getting one and that happening? So what do we got here, Kelly?
Bronco 78 says, problem that I have with the heritage is if I buy a new Bronco, I want to use it off-road. I don't want to do it with a heritage.
Yes.
And I get that.
Maybe I might not have it with the lower trim version, but yeah, definitely the limited. I'm telling you, I've always said that the first editions were not going to be collector's items. I think the way they've set this one up, it's a collector's item. Because they're going to, how it works. They're going to get wrecked, keep yours in the garage, take it out on Sunday drives, do whatever. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I want to off-road ours and have fun with it and not worry about it.
502 Bourbon Cruise says, I'd buy one with Jay Leno money. Can't see it as a daily driver. I know, it's the vodka.
Yeah. Are we there yet? Is a new member.
Welcome in. Thank you for your membership, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that.
And welcome in tonight.
Just so you know, when you become a member, you'll see we do members only in the
section,
the community area. You'll see posts that you might not have seen before, because I do like to let members know things that are happening a little earlier than others. But I say thank you for that. We really do appreciate that a lot.
Jonathan Fald says, buy it, drive it, don't keep it for the Barrett Jackson.
Oh, I'm with you on that, Jonathan. I'm just saying, I do think out of the way they've set this up, Ford is looking to make it hard to get, so therefore they want it to be a collector's item.
George Washburn says, I think these Heritage Broncos are almost too pretty to drive.
Yeah, I'm not big on that yellow particularly, but the baby, or that bird's whatever,
the robin's egg.
Yeah, that I would do that with that in a heartbeat, man. That would be awesome. I would drive that yellow. Don't get me wrong. It's not horrible. I don't look at it and be like, oh God, that's ugly. It's Metal Flake, remember?
I'll be honest that I wouldn't want a Heritage Edition knowing that it's limited, because as it is, I'm already nervous when I drive our Broncos sometimes. Like in the last week, I've seen 3 people's Broncos be totaled, and I'm like, shit. Like,
don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
No, I'm just saying one of the ladies T-boned somebody else, and then all the rest of them, the other 2, they were hit by someone else, and I'm like,
There's that one lady that constantly puts the one that I for 6 hours enjoyed my Bronco. And
I haven't seen the post again.
Oh my God,
I've only seen it since it originally happened. But to be honest, I mean, but we're car enthusiasts too, so for us, it's like, do I really want to drive it?
I mean, do I consider it like some weird Lamborghini thing? No, but it's very rare anymore that you find a modern vehicle that you are pretty sure is going to be a collector's item. Now they're going to do these every year, and I guarantee you every year you get 2 different colors, and that's it. They're going to make it that you want to buy it.
TJ Miller said, salesman told me all of that was legit today with the IDs, etc.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Well, I mean, Ford's come out. I think they've publicly come out and said that.
Jay Michigan said, I have heard if you convert your original reservation to put on hold, but if you don't get your Heritage, your original reservation is put active status again.
Good.
That's good, because that's the way that I was understanding what was happening, but I also had not done enough deep diving into it. Ronald Russell said, I didn't get picked for the Raptor, but was up talking shit at the dealership, and they said they could get me one, but it would cost me $25,000 more.
Yeah, I bet. Andy, look, Andy's back. Dave, thank you for the response on Patreon, but on Twitter, I told you Chase Gentry told me he would want to come on your show when I suggested it to him. He's a Bronco ambassador. Kelly's pinching my leg there, Andy.
Just stop. We appreciate the
Yes,
recommendation and the legwork on it.
Yeah, I'll tell you privately, Andy. Remember, there's a personality for everybody on YouTube, and I may not be the one for you, but that's the great thing about YouTube. So not all toys play along with each other.
Dwayne's telling you to easy, Dave.
I know.
See, you get it, Dwayne.
I know.
Get what I have to deal with all day.
Justin McBride may have more of a shot to get on the show. We'll put it that way. Let's see, are we there yet? How did you get a shirt? Wait.
Because Are We There Yet said thanks for the shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like I've got like 16 conversations going on here. Well, someone Kelly's drinking. So
it's strong. It's delicious.
So where are they talking about shirts? I'm sorry, guys.
Are We There Yet said thank you for the shirt. And then they asked where they could get a shirt.
Oh.
TJ or somebody, who was it? Jay Michigan said, how did you get a shirt?
Okay. There we go. Kelly, how can they get a shirt?
On our website.
That's right.
allterrainnation.com.
There's two ways. Let's see.
AllTerrainNation. He's a terrible speller, by the way.
No, I can
yes,
spell
you are.
Our company name.
Well, that you can, but that's it.
But you go over there, there's two places. There's Kelly's Gear, which is some stuff we've got 20% marked down, trying to get rid of some of that gear and get in something new. And then Teespring, we have a spot.
Yeah. And for those that missed it earlier, we do have a 20% off coupon on the Kelly's Picks section for t-shirts on that section until September 1st. And I will make sure that we put it up in the community section of YouTube. So that way you guys have one central location. Members already got that post on Saturday, but you guys will all get it now. And Andy says, Dave, if you weren't so judgy about people, you wouldn't have this problem.
It's the glasses, Andy. It's those Oakleys that take up half the face. Makes me a little judgy. I'm sure he's a super nice guy. I'm sure he is, honestly. I've not met in the media world, I haven't met too many people. There might be like one that I was just like, you know what? The F that dude. Like, there's one who stole a picture of mine. I had a breaking picture of a Nissan Frontier, and he stole it.
Oh yeah.
He was guiding me. I was a young journalist. He was guiding me, and then suddenly, the day I dropped that news, TFL had that picture, and he sold it to him. Is what he did
with a different watermark than what it was released to the public.
Yeah,
so there was a specific watermark.
When I share a picture, I put a specific watermark on it, so I know if this happens. And well, that happened, and I got burnt.
Each picture gets its own watermark when shared with other people. So
I'm not intoxicated by
no, but I am.
Oh yeah, the lightweight over here.
Because TJ said he wanted to know what I was drinking.
No, yeah, Miss Lightweight over here.
I'm totally a lightweight. That's why when we go to, and I know this is Bronco talk, but that's why when we go to the Jeep Jamboree, whatever it's called, we're going to next week. Our friend and his wife are going. Well, our friends, but the wife and I have already declared that the boys are the DDs for the trip. So, yeah.
She's just trying to get her liver ready. Overlanding for Fun says, Dave, you say F you to me all the time. Well, the F word is in my vocabulary. It's probably my top 3 word that I say. Probably I'm construction talk. Like it comes out way too much. It's bad when the kid's like, F you, dad. Like you keep just saying this to me.
What?
I'm kidding. Our kid doesn't say that.
No, she doesn't. So actually, quick funny story. We've actually tried to get her to like, not in a bad parent way, but just be like, say a cuss word just so she realizes that there's really no power behind it.
Mhm.
And she won't even do that for us. She was like, no, I can't do that. But yeah, she'll type like F asterisk asterisk asterisk, but she won't actually say it.
Dwayne, I think you're mixing up Chase Gentry and the Bad X Bronco guy.
No, I think it's because Kyle said there are two types of
Oh.
people in the world: the flat bill ball cap people and the good people of this earth.
Where do I fit in with my backwards hat? That's
You don't
like,
have a flat bill.
it could be. Look, it's flat now. Here we go.
You're gonna flatten it out so everybody hates you.
I feel like one of those guys that just got into the major leagues right now.
That's because you're wearing it weird.
But once again, all the people I've met have been pretty nice. So that's the cool thing about having my show, though. I've always said that I am not going to just have people on that we don't want to interact with.
Yeah.
So that's the fun of this. And, we've interacted with some that we don't want to interact with anymore. So, so there we go. Let's see. Any other questions on this? As far as heritage on me, if we had an active reservation, I think I might, if we were,
Depending upon the situation we were in.
I might go for a 4-door. But
really, you were talking 2 doors last week.
well, I haven't even said it tonight. Obviously, 2 doors doesn't work with family as well. If we had 2 reservations right now,
mark it on the calendar because you all know he's all about that 2-door.
No, I do like the 2-door, and that red one right there. That thing is awesome looking. I have to admit. Now those tires are going to scratch up easy. If I actually took it off road, they're going to not be white. You're going to get brake dust all over those things. It's just going to be a mess. You're going to not wash the top of this thing because we're lazy people, and that's what happens. Nobody gets on the top.
And you wash my Bronco.
And what happens is you're going to get mold up there. It's going to be built in and just be a nightmare to take care of. But
that's probably true.
If we had had I been smart and made us 2 reservations back then.
You're smart sometimes, but that was not one of the times.
Well, yeah, because I needed it for the channel. I didn't need it to try to make money on. And then all these people are like flipping them left and right. You're like, well, shit, I could have done that too. I could have been a big.
Bye, Sandman62. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Can we agree? Wait. I can't comment on sports anymore. I get lectured every time I comment on the sports. But no, seriously, I like the sport. I don't think, to me, the white top on it looks pretty cool. The wheels I could give or take. I don't feel like they're special enough because they're just like the Badlands wheels that they just did all white.
I personally am not a fan of the all white wheels at all.
Yeah.
Just in general, across the whole fleet.
You don't like the ring here either, do you?
I don't mind the ring. It's growing on me. The white ring is growing on me. But overall, I don't like the white wheels.
Yeah. I get it. Once again, that white grill, I said it last week. You're going to have bugs all over it. It's going to be a black grill before from all the dead bugs across.
That's a true story.
And especially if you live in Florida, man, those poor people have those little beetles that when
they're called love bugs.
Yeah, and they have this like acidy whatever that melts into the paint. It's just a nightmare for those people.
There you go.
If I get one, I'm keeping mine, and we'll keep the Heritage and drive it on sunny weekend days.
Oh, and let us come up and review it. That's the only way we're going to get to drive one.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. But we've done time in a Bronco. I don't know if unless like the Raptor would be fun. That's the next kind of fun review.
Yeah.
Which we were hoping to do that when we come up to Detroit, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen now.
Unless something magic happens.
Other than that, the 2-door. I know Mark King has talked about allowing us to review his 2-door properly. Take it out and drive it, and but I don't know.
Yeah, like Bronco 78 said, it would be orange here with the red Georgia clay.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. What else we got going on? Driven Wild Outdoors, Dwayne himself. The sport is for a different buyer and actually a cool ride. Yeah, definitely is for that. I've always said with the sports, I like them, but I just feel like Ford, for one, the mistake with the sport was bringing it out before the big Bronco. So it's confused the market. And this isn't against Sport Guy. This is it just confused the market because there was Jeep people who may have potentially wanted to move to a Bronco. They saw that and they were like, well, that doesn't look like, I keep hearing how cool this thing is, like my Wrangler. And then move on. Because some people are so brand loyal, they're not even going to look at anything else.
Well, and I'll be honest, when I posted that we were getting a Bronco to my non-YouTube people, like people I went to college with, they were like, man, I hope that you guys do something cool with it because, it's really more of a family vehicle than what you guys usually have. And I was like, no, wait. But wait, there's more. Like, we're getting a full size. And I showed a picture and they were like, oh, that's completely different than the Broncos that I've seen. So it really did sway the market. I actually talk to people about this all the time, is like, I get they wanted to kind of get some of the buzz out there and all of that, but I think they did it backwards. I think they should have started with a full size and then gone to the little.
But Sport shares a escape platform, so
it was easy to do.
Yeah, it was quicker to do than it was the big.
I get it.
Size Bronco, but I like it. I've told Kelly I would like to, if we could find a Sport affordable, or if I could find one that was lightly wrecked in a salvage yard that you could
deal with the salvage title.
Yeah, I would totally like lift it and have to do a lot of fun with it. Maybe put some real live axles under it and see what you could do with it.
And honestly, we would totally buy one for our daughter, I think, for her car if the time came.
Yep.
Because she's such a snot.
Yes, my daughter,
she's 12.
She poos on the Sports like crazy.
She does. And we're just like, you just wait. And we've actually threatened her. And she was like, no. It was like, if you even get a car bought for you, you better call it a win.
Yeah. We love our Sport Outer Banks for what it is, but we get a lot of confusions with it saying Ford ruined the Bronco, etc. Yeah, I can see that totally.
I can see that until the full sizes are.
We reviewed January of 20. We reviewed a Sport.
January 1st of 2020, actually.
I reviewed one and I liked it. I didn't get to put a ton of miles on it, but I liked it. And speaking of ton of miles, we were supposed to get a Lightning till the dealership was like, well, you can only put 10 miles on it. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, once again, the dealer, my local dealer, they act really cool to you, and then they just slap you around a little bit, and you're just like, look, man. So I've just decided Mitchell's told me I come down there and play with anything they've got. So I need to get down there and see Mitchell. But what are you doing?
Our child asked if anybody was in the backyard.
Squirrels.
She heard footsteps, she said. I don't see anything.
All right. Nobody in the backyard. Let's see. Time to drive. I'm listening, but can't talk. See ya, Dave, Kelly, Dwayne, chat. Andy, be safe out there. And thank you for what you do for our country, man. The truck driver does not get enough credit for what they do. Bring into the last questions, guys. This was more about tonight was us wanting to talk about the meet. And just kind of our final thoughts on this. There's not, other than that, been some big news. Let's see. The Sport would make a great first vehicle for all the spoiled teenagers that mommy and daddy buy them
a new vehicle when they get their license.
Yeah,
we're not those parents.
Yeah, mine's not getting a brand new vehicle.
And no qualms to those that decide to do that, but yeah, no, my kid has to have the chance to not that I want them to, but ding up a used vehicle.
I know how I treated my first vehicle, and my son was completely the opposite. Didn't want to drive at all.
Are we there yet? Asked if we were planning on coming up that way anytime soon.
Which way is that way?
I think Pacific Northwest.
Oh, no. Moab,
we would love to.
Moab's back on the books for next spring. That's about as close. I would like to, but if my goals for this channel would be, if it can be full time, I plan on doing a trip from coast to coast. Like I do.
Seattle. I knew it was the Pacific Northwest.
I do plan on wanting to do some fun stuff like this and seeing go down Route 66 and just seeing America and documenting it and having fun with the Bronco or whatever we're driving at the time. But no, that's a tough one to drive to, man.
I do love Seattle though.
A friend of her Bronco battalion did that. She drove from Florida, from the Tampa, Florida area, all the way over to Seattle. She's something up in surgery. I don't know exactly what her sedation or something. She's very desired.
She's a surgical nurse.
Yeah, but she's very desired for what she does.
Yeah.
And she drove. She met us at our house. We had dinner that night.
I knew it was Brad, by the way.
Oh,
Brad.
Sorry, Brad. Brad, you got a couple names, man. I can't keep up with it.
See, I knew. It's okay. I knew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Shea.
But Zachary
retail.
Rogers says, speaking of all the trims, 2.3 liter worth it for the Everglades, trying to win an argument.
It depends on what you consider worth it.
When did you become such a diplomat?
Are you into the snorkel? Because I'm not. And I like a snorkel vehicle. I just don't like how forward.
That's not the question.
I got to spin it. I got to keep everybody happy. But for me, the snorkels, like I just wasn't into it. I know Dwayne likes it with Driven Wild Outdoors. He's really a big fan of that vehicle.
See what he does. He makes me drink.
I do. But as far as the 2.3s, it's not a bad engine. 300 horsepower in that thing, more than plenty. Kelly, your Xterra was like 260, so it's not like we never.
And man, that was a night and day between your Gen 1 and mine.
Because my Gen 1 was 160 or 170. But I don't know, man. Those are tough questions for me to answer because I don't. It's hard if I don't like something to be like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, ultimately, no. If you like those wheels, the squared off fenders, and that's the build you like, then it is worth it. But
and it depends on what you do with your vehicle.
For me, I always look at what we're gonna offer the vehicle. We're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's just like those are little goodies that I'm just probably gonna tear up anyways.
Yeah. So in the long run, for us, 2.7 all the way. But if 2.3 works for what it is, it's got enough pep for you, and
if that was the only option they had, I wouldn't be like, oh damn.
Right. Matt Brotherton says, I have a wonderful 2019 3-door JL Rubicon with 35,000 miles, but my fiance and I just discovered she's pregnant.
Congratulations.
Looking to upgrade to a 4-door Bronco, but not sure if I will get it within 2 years. You could get it within 4 months. Or
what area
years.
are you in of the country? Because we're in the southeast, so we know some dealers that have them. Now, do you want to pay for it? That's the biggest thing. Now you've got probably a pretty good trade in that the Wrangler you have. The little 2 doors are pretty popular still, but we've seen 6 in Nashville or in Franklin that we saw in that used dealership, but they were all $80K. It seemed like. So,
and I automatically assume, based upon your statement saying not sure if I'll get it within 2 years, is that you're thinking ordering your own. Yeah. Is what I'm anticipating. But if you're wanting to go retail, you could get one, but like Dave said, you'd have to pay for it. So, and from our experience, from friends of the channel, you could get it in 4 months from order, or you could not get it for 3 years.
Yeah, they might have forgot about you.
So there's really no rhyme or reason, because we've got day one reservation holders in the chat that are still waiting on their vehicles, but I know people that ordered in January and had it in March. So unfortunately, there's not really a good answer on that for you.
Bronco 78 says my 78 is 160 horsepower. Bronco 78, yeah, I remember the 200 horsepower barrier for the V8s. They were like, oh my God, once we crack this, it's going to be like, we'll never crack the 3. And, now you get a 4-cylinder, does 300 horsepower. Nissan had a little 3-cylinder that was totally aluminum that was making 400 horsepower. I don't think they ever brought it to market, but it shows a dude holding it like this little engineer,
because it was so heavy or so light.
Yeah, because it was the whole aluminum motor that made 400 horsepower.
Matt said in Sacramento. So what you could do is you could always go to a dealership. A bigger dealership is going to be your better option because they're going to have more allocations typically, and just ask them where you would land on it on the order time. But you can't order anytime soon.
Yeah. So they've got reservations locked down right now. Dealerships will take your money all day long. I wouldn't give them my money until you got a firm reservation. But for new orders, it won't be till November. I want to say it's around the 20th is what I've heard for the date. Later, Dwayne. Thank you, sir.
Hi, Dwayne.
We'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see Dwayne. Go over to Dwayne's channel, Driven Wild Outdoors. Wednesday nights, they do a live Bronco stream. And I think special guest Tim Bronco Santa is going to be on there
with Overlanding for Fun. You keep calling him Bronco Santa.
Overlanding for Fun. They're going to talk about trail communications, I think.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. Trying to get some people to go check out their stream. But yeah, markup. That's the problem. If it's a retail order sitting there, you're going to pay markup. Unfortunately, there are good dealers out there, though. I know. Not TC Customs. Well, what is their
Town and Country?
They if you order from them with them, they guarantee it MSRP. They're not jacking the price around.
And I know we mentioned Mitchell a lot, and we mentioned Town and Country and TC Customs. We do not get anything from him for saying that. I just want you all to know that. We just have had our experiences with dealerships, and the experiences we've had with Mitchell has been completely different than we've had with other dealers. Now we haven't ordered a vehicle. We haven't ordered a vehicle from him, but they're aftermarket products and things like that. So just so you all know, we are not saying that because we're getting anything from it. We just like to put out there, well, that was quick.
Wow.
Let me take care of that. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second.
Can you just ban them real quick?
Yes, I can.
Why this man? They've been hitting the normal videos too. Like, you're just like, Jesus, can you F off? Nobody wants your shit. You want to pin them?
No.
If any other mods are in there, they could get those too.
I think I got them all because it was the same person.
Yeah, Kyle Trailcom's getting the Radio Geek and me excited. With a name like Kyle K15J.
I can't imagine why.
Yes, I can't imagine you enjoy ham radio talk. Look,
For me,
we're over here hamming it up.
For me, it's not my cup of tea. Don't click on that. Don't click on that. I cannot be held responsible for what happens when you click on other people's links within the chat. Just putting it out there.
Jason Boyd. Hey guys, got mine from them. MSRP. That's right. Jason got a black diamond, and then he had a little bit of extra goodies put on it.
That's right.
From the dealership. Had about a month, 2,500 miles on it already. Got my roadblocks put on Saturday. Tried to tired of getting those rocks. Yeah, nice.
Well, and to go back to Matt, honestly, with your Rubicon, you could get a car seat back there. Like, I mean, you could. It's not going to be comfortable.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal, but I'm just saying, you could get a car seat back there. We had a two-door.
I had a two-door YJ that my daughter was in the little back seat.
Well, we had a two-door Blazer that I put her in too.
The Bronco is easier than the Blazer.
Not the Bronco.
Or the Wrangler.
Yeah, the Wrangler. Yeah. Sorry, we ruined your clickability there.
I'm sure it's I can still see it. If you need the info, I'll get it for you.
Yeah. If you need it, we'll best adult dating site. There you go. That's about all you got.
That's right. I'm not sure how those get through on YouTube, man.
Yeah, you know. What stinks is we still see them in StreamYard. That's how we can tell you. If you wanted Are You There Yet, we can take a screenshot of it for you, just for you. But
all right. Final time for questions or comments.
Last chance also to vote if you are coming to the meetup on Saturday at 1:00 at the Ford Garage. Please make sure that you vote there. Please don't vote if you are not coming. But please do vote if you are planning to attend and how many folks you are coming.
Right. It's all over the map a little bit. Mostly one person's.
But 23 votes.
Yep. Yeah, their poll's set up on YouTube, isn't it? Like, I need a little more customization with it.
So technically, Mobile Moto, we do get super chats from Mitchell Watts, but they are unsolicited.
That's right. That is true.
I mean, that is true. We do get super chats from him sometimes.
No, Mitchell's been for no reason,
no benefit to him.
Like, he's been very to a lot of smaller YouTube channels. He's been very positive and helpful.
So Jessica, we have a 12-year-old daughter, and I totally read that as Roblox, but it's rock blocks.
I think I said Roblox earlier.
I think you did too. So rock blocks, mud flaps.
Oh yeah, the mud flaps. Those are the ones that slide into the crash bars up front, I believe. I put smaller, so I have a Sasquatch package, and I put the non-Sasquatch fenders on mine. So, but we're hoping by Christmas time, those tires are gone off ours.
TJ Miller says that's why I ordered from a small town dealer I trust. I'll wait for that local dealer experience where you know them and they're going to value your business after the sale. Yeah.
The only bummer with that is the fact that small dealerships seem to the ones that got screwed over like reservations, like how many they got.
Oh, you don't even want me to get started on that.
What?
About the small dealers trying to win in the Bronco market and getting screwed.
Yeah, they played a game and they lost.
And it's very unfortunate.
Yep.
Steven Trimmer says, just joined. Sorry, I already asked, because I believe you've asked before. But yeah, talked about, but any news on when we can order a hardtop for the Bronco?
There's no news that I know about. My dealership, they thought by summer that could happen. I haven't heard a peep about it. I don't see it being an option for a couple years yet.
I think they have to get their vehicles out before they start offering aftermarket.
You realize how pissed off people would be that they start offering tops.
Oh, and they're already mad about everything else.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I think there's the fiberglass top, which is a little pricey. But that may be if you want that. I know that one of our listeners, Sean, has got the Vet. I think he was their first order, and he was expecting it anytime now. So they're going to start hitting the shipping.
I actually saw a new one pop up in one of the groups. I don't remember which one. I want to say it's Babes, maybe Bronco Babes, that there actually is a carbon fiber one coming out that they're offering, and they think it'll be about $5,000 is what they're expecting. It'll be the same pieces. It'll be built just like the Ford hardtop, essentially.
Bird Dog Overland was told first quarter by Ford Performance at the Dunes last week.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
personally,
the performance side doesn't exactly know what manufacturing is doing, unfortunately. But I'm not. It's that time frame sounds about right, but they are trying to get these last remaining reservations knocked out too. So maybe they're anticipating by then that the
having everything together
out.
Maybe. I don't know ADD off the top of my head. Advanced? No, that's not advanced fiberglass. Bird Dog Overland says ADD is working on one too. I don't know what ADD is.
I forget what the name. Oh, that's the Addicted Desert Designs or something. TJ Millers, I remember I ordered 228 and got scheduled. Maybe I'm lucky, I guess. Well, we ordered January 20th, and I've said it many times on the show. We paused ours because we wanted the hard top. And when we found out our color this time last year, almost a year to the date, we found out that they weren't going to offer Rapid Red anymore. So we were like, let's go with soft top.
Yeah.
Because the color was important to us, and we just couldn't agree on the green. Didn't do anything for me. Hot chili pepper red, in my opinion, is awful. Once again, my opinion. But and other than like a basic white or black or gray, like now the lead foot, had the lead foot been out but
it wasn't.
I would have been all over that one. I like the lead foot color a lot. And we've seen some somebody was asking about the Everglades. We've seen some lead foot gray Everglades soft tops.
Bird Dog Overland says addictive desert designs.
Yeah. I think I said addicted, didn't I? Addictive.
Yeah, you did. Jason Boyd says, do we know about how many people are still waiting on the Bronco? That is.
No. A lot. I mean, that's the best guess I could tell you. I wouldn't say they've plowed through some because we're a small percentage of what we see, but we're pretty in the show. We're pretty spread across America of our audience. And we've seen they're picking up like people tonight. They're
every week. Thankfully, we've got folks that are saying that they're either getting billed or delivery.
This, last Christmas or early spring, that wasn't happening. So, but the biggest thing right now, I think, holding the plant up is these stupid Raptors and stuff. Because I was told that it takes more time to build it, and it's not physically to build it, but it's going down the line. The extra crap they have to do, like they run them down the line with small tires. They have to put those tires on at the end of the line. They have to put the fenders
because the line is not ready for it.
It's not the line's.
That's what I'm saying. It's not ready for it. Essentially,
it's a mid-size line.
AJ Carva says Bronco in transit. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
But the line that they're running is a mid-size vehicle line, and it's not built for like a full-size truck. And the Bronco is basically
it's wide.
I think it's only 1.5 inches less than a normal Raptor, so it's wide.
Bronco 78 says, no, the Raptor won't slow down production. And Jason Boyd says, my eruption green 2-door looks pretty awesome in my opinion. LOL.
I don't dislike it. I had that same color in a Firebird once. I won't say it's the exact same color, but that dark green.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike it. It just wasn't for me.
Brock said ordered March 2021. Still haven't gotten a build date, but lucky to be able to get one in the meantime. Good
Nice, man.
Hopefully it didn't cost you too much.
Well, the cool thing about that too is, and you still got your order out there, wait to get exactly what you want, enjoy what you have now, and you'll be able to probably sell it and still make money.
Yeah, for sure. You'll have a nice down payment for your vehicle. Jessica says the train has dropped my Bronco off in the city, but it's waiting for ground transportation to the dealer. I would love if I was able to get it this Saturday.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I know Jessica, like
she got her birthday.
I've seen a lot of people talk about that. It is like a lot of people have posted is like it's sitting at the rail car waiting on drivers. Like any way to track it, and there's really not. Like the problem is there's a shortage of drivers that are able to pick it up and take it to the dealer, and
dealers are not able to go get them.
So what we talked to Mitchell and Mitchell with
Town and Country.
Thank you. I was gonna say TC Custom, so it's both. But we kind of talked to him offline about it, and he said his dealership is not able to go to their rail yard because what is shipped in and out of their rail yard is very monitored and very secured. So they don't allow those dealers.
It's a federal trade zone.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So there's it's very monitored and it's very everything. So the dealers cannot go pick them up in his area, but that does not mean that other dealers in other areas can't go pick up the vehicles, because I have heard of people saying that their local dealer just was like, screw it, I'm going to go drive it, I'm going to go pick it up, and I'm going to bring it here. Yeah. So some areas may be able to go get it, and then other areas are not, dependent upon where it's sitting at the rail yard.
Yeah.
So just kind of keeping that in your mind.
And I don't know if we said thank you to Andrea earlier for the super chat.
We did, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah. We appreciate you.
So I just dawned on me, I didn't know if we said thank you to Andrea.
Mobile Moto says I ended up getting mine 11 days before my birthday.
I got mine 4 days before my birthday.
Oh, it wasn't even that many.
The 20th.
It was the day before your birthday.
That's right, it was, wasn't it? It came in the 18th and we picked up on the 20th. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. And then what happened to my birthday present? She's an Indian giver.
Yep. I took it.
Let's see. Jason Boyd, I'm now wondering if the new 3.5 would fit in the Bronco. 400 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque might rip it in half. Yeah, a saw will make anything possible. How much money you want to throw at the thing? I know the Coyote is everybody was like initially like, I'm just going to put a Coyote in mine, and you're like, man, I don't know if a Coyote would fit in there necessarily. You'd have to. Coyote's a wide engine. But anything can fit. Just you want it to look like a factory built vehicle.
Trust me, we've made lots of things fit on our Nissans.
Right. Let's end this poll real quick.
My dad ordered his Outer Banks hardtop last October. It just got built this week and supposed to be getting delivered the 21st of this month. Yay!
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love hearing all the wins here.
I know. You know. There's a whole lot more wins I'd like to happen for some folks in our chat, but
Terrence especially, man. Poor dude.
Terrence and John.
Yeah, John winning. Oh my God. Like, I feel so, because John ordered just a Badlands on 33s, I believe.
Just a Badlands.
2-door.
Yeah.
But nothing special.
It's the 2-door.
No, I mean, we know what it is, but he, he didn't like, I don't know if he went a high package or not or whatever, but should have been built a year ago and nothing.
I got to take a picture of that.
Kelly is taking a picture of our numbers there. Once again, we will be, as we wind this thing down, we will be in Michigan, in Detroit Friday.
Sometime, but don't expect to see us until Saturday.
Yeah. We're like, the little hedgehog or whatever. We don't come see our shadow till Saturday morning.
It's not a hedgehog. What is it? It's a groundhog.
And, but we will be the Ford Garage, 1 p.m. That is Eastern time zone there. And which I'll have to get used to.
Yeah, you will.
But we'll be there 1 till around 4, depending on how the day goes too.
Your phone will automatically correct it, so you won't have to get used to it.
But sometime around 4, when it cools down a little bit, I figure that's going to be the best time to cruise. I'm hoping, there's not much rain in the forecast, but I have seen just a slight amount. Hoping to have the doors and top off ours and just enjoy it that way. And because we had a blast with the first edition last year with no roof on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just cruising up and down that long strip, man, and hopefully stopping to see what Ford has. I think that Ford will have the Heritage Edition Broncos there. If you want to check those out, I'm pretty sure they'll be there. And I probably will do a video around that and have Kelly pick me up because parking sounds like a nightmare.
Told you.
An expensive nightmare, and we'll go from there. So last call for questions or comments.
And thank you. Are we there yet, Brad? For my shirt comment that actually came from Nikki Brewer, who is in the chat.
It did. And speaking of, so on Tuesdays we do the happy hour where we talk all things automotive, but we will not be doing it on Tuesday this week. We're going to try to do it Friday evening. So
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me and Tim's been talking about that. So might be something fun, interactive.
Valley Dude 5000 says Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer and Ford Bronco Harley Davidson coming soon. Laugh my ass off.
I never got that. The Eddie Bauer I kind of got, but the Harley Davidson.
The Eddie Bauer was like every line did of Eddie Bauer.
Oh, yeah, the plushed out silliness.
Yeah, it was like the little Dodge, or no, it wasn't Dodge. It was a Chrysler something. Oh, it wasn't. It may not have been branded Eddie Bauer, but it actually was. Ugh. Have you confirmed your email with your? Did you receive an email in March?
Yes.
That's the question. If you received an email in March, then you're still, things should be good, bearing nothing's changed.
Well, Zachary Rogers says he will see us Friday.
Sweet.
Hopefully, once again, it's not formal.
That's Saturday though.
Or yeah, we'll do something. Friday might somehow be interactive too. Who knows? Pay attention to the socials. I may throw something up last minute, and I'll go from there. So, Kelly, Weatherby 2-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive.
It does not matter what you drive, as long as you're driving the Ford Bronco tonight, on Mondays, at least.
Be sure to like.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Smash that like button for me if you don't mind. Jessica says 24 people. That's a pretty good show. Enjoy the weekend and come back in one piece. I'll try. I make no promises. What are we, Kelly?
We're out.
Peace, everybody. Love y'all. See y'all
See ya.
Saturday.